It's top 10 list time! What is going on YouTube? How are all of you guys doing? I'm your man HamstaGanza over here. So today I'm going to be doing my top 10 most anticipated Marvel films that are coming out in the near future. And speaking of Marvel, definitely check out Marvel's Luke Cage, which is available on Netflix if you haven't seen that. My review is right up there. Just click this baby up here. I know I've been behind with this video, but there were other things going on this weekend. We had the New York Comic-Con, so they released a bunch of trailers and I was like, oh my gosh, great. Trailer reaction time. So if you have missed those, definitely check those out. They're right up here for you to check out. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that. The case being with Marvel, as some of you may or may not know, Marvel Studios owns the rights to a lot of Marvel characters. However, of course, there are characters that are owned by a different studio, and that's 21st Century Fox. So I'm not gonna be talking about characters that are owned by 21st Century Fox. However, great news, I do already have a top 5 most anticipated Fox Marvel films list. So if you haven't checked that out, link is right up there, check it out. Number 10, Avengers Infinity Wars Part 2. Why Part 2? Because I first want to see Part 1. I want to see how all these characters from all these universes meet and how they realize that they have a common interest where, of course, the biggest threat is none other than Thanos with his Infinity Gauntlet. Yes! But it's gonna be a great film and I'm definitely looking forward to it, but there's just so many other films I'm looking forward to a lot more. Number 9, Thor Ragnarok. So we got the God of Thunder back at it again, and this time I don't know exactly the setting, but I would assume it takes place in Asgard, where he comes from. There's gonna be returning characters like Idris Elba playing Heimdall, and we're also gonna get our very favorite villain, Loki. Now, as the title suggests, it's going to be about Ragnarok, which is actually a cybernetic clone of Thor. He's an evil clone of Thor, but let's just say he's much stronger. So it's definitely gonna be a very intense film, and as Marvel Studios has told us, it's supposed to be the pivotal movie to what leads us up to the Avengers Infinity Wars. Number 8, Inhumans. Now, Inhumans is in a limbo. It is not certain whether this film will end up happening or not. If there's anything that Marvel Studios has done right, is introduce more and more new characters to the MCU. There's gonna be characters like Black Bolt, Medusa, Gorgon, and that's just to name a few. I've heard that Vin Diesel's supposed to cast as Black Bolt. From what I hear, Black Bolt is the leader, and he's also a character that can't talk, because if he says something, he can do some serious damage. It kind of sucks. I'm definitely looking forward to that film. Let's move on to number 7, Ant-Man and the Wasp. So we're gonna get a sequel to Ant-Man, and now Ant-Man's gonna have a partner in crime, the Wasp. It's definitely a great idea. I'm glad that they're starting to give us more female characters, and I think it's gonna be excellent. Number 6, Captain Marvel. We have a very significant Marvel female character that is super strong. I gotta say, the casting choice to have Brie Larson, she's definitely a perfect casting choice for this film. What I definitely look forward to seeing is her kick ass, and hopefully she probably will end up making an appearance in the Infinity Wars. Don't know yet, we'll find out soon enough though. Number 5, Avengers Infinity War Part 1. I love a good build-up. I love the tension. I love when all these characters are gonna meet with each other. And it's gonna lead us up to some kind of massive cliffhanger. Something is gonna have to happen in part 1 that is going to lead us to part 2. I definitely can't wait to see this. I am so glad that they're gonna have a huge amount of characters bundled up into one film. It's gonna be spectacular to see. Let's move on to number 4, SpiderMan Homecoming. We love our friendly neighborhood web slinger, Spider-Man, and he has been already in so many solo films, but now that Marvel has given us the Spider-Man that we so deserve for all these years, as he made a small appearance in Captain America Civil War, we finally get the funny kind of Spider-Man that's young, that's goofy, but is also very smart, and this is exactly what we've been waiting for to get. Don't know much. I've heard Vulture is supposed to be the villain. Can't wait either way. Looking forward to it. Number 3, Black Panther. When I saw Black Panther in Captain America Civil War, well then, this happened. I cannot wait to see Black Panther, who is the new ruler of Wakanda, and this is going to be so important to see the roots of this character and really where he comes from, what he does, and how he's become the Black Panther. I can't wait to see him in action because he certainly gave this stellar performance in Captain America Civil War. I hate the fact that they pushed it back more, which sucks because I've been looking forward to this film for quite some time. But there's 2 other ones that I'm looking forward to even more. Number 2. So in a few weeks we get Doctor Strange in theaters, just in time for my birthday. Benedict Cumberbatch stars as Stephen Strange, who's a neurosurgeon, but makes his way to becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, learning the mystic arts from the Ancient One. Now, I don't know a lot about Doctor Strange, but I do know that he's a very badass character, and he's most certainly a very important character to the MCU. I cannot wait to see this film. I am so glad that Benedict Cumberbatch is playing this character. He has played in so many great films, including Star Trek Into Darkness, The Imitation Game, Hobbit 2, and he's been playing in the Sherlock TV show series. He just understands how to play these kinds of characters, and I think especially playing this kind of character, he's gonna nail it right out of the park. This brings me to number 1. What was I doing again? My number 1 most anticipated Marvel film is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Guardians of the Galaxy, I would say, still is my most favorite Marvel film of all. It just has the perfect everything. The perfect cast, the chemistry between all these characters, yet how they just are stuck together even though they don't like to work together. It takes place outside in space, which is so cool. And the best thing about it is the soundtrack. Oh my gosh, the soundtrack is mesmerizing, and we can only hope that we're gonna get such an amazing soundtrack like we did in the first one. I cannot wait for this film. I think it's gonna be excellent. And that wraps up my list, guys. There are 3 untitled Marvel films that are announced for the year 2020. Now, here are some of my suggestions as to what they should do. Black Widow solo film, Carnage, Nova. Other characters I feel they should try to give films to would be She-Hulk, Spider-Woman, Black Cat. You know, just give us more female Marvel characters, because what's not to like about a sexolator? I hope you enjoy this list, but tell me your order. Which films are you looking forward to the most from Marvel? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Share it with your family, your friends, your pooch, your pussycat. And as always, don't forget, stay sexy.